Hello and welcome everybody, it is me, Black Country Wargaming, and welcome to my full Viking army showcase. So as you've been following the videos along, you can see right here that this is the fully complete Viking army for Saga. I have no idea how many points it actually is. I think it's around about 16, 17 maybe. But I started working on this at the beginning of January, and as of the 29th of February when I'm filming this video, and this is finished. So hope you've all enjoyed the videos that have come out, and you've seen up close pictures obviously of these, but we're going to go in close up now individually on not all the models but the sections basically, and you'll see them up close fully based. I've also got all the shield transfers on now, so let's have a closer look, shall we? So first up we have the Warlords, and this is King Ayla and this is Harald Hardrada. This flag here, I was a little disappointed with how it come out, but it's kind of sat in place and it seems okay now. I really do like the green on the cape, I think I've said that in the other video, but overall I think he's come out really nice. I like the blue and the green, I think it's a very nice contrast. I especially like that red and black shield. I really like that shield, it's so nice. And with the basing complete, I think that they look really good. And I wasn't overly impressed with the Harald model in terms of painting it. I think the Footsore ones are better than the Giants in Miniature models, but I think he'll be a fine Harald Hardrada. And then we go on to King Ayla. Of course, he's just the Saxon model from Footsore, but I think it's great. As soon as I saw that model, I just had to have him basically and include him in an army. I've painted his shield up, as you can see there, with a blue and black. And then we've got the white and blue on his guy. This was kitbashed from a Gripping Beast figure, so just got him holding the shield there. I do love that pose. And he's ready to fight, and then you can see the basing right there. I think these Warlords are really good though, and they'll be leading the armies to battle in no time at all. Next up we have the Hearthguard, and these are King Ayla's Hearthguard. Now these are orange and black, and the main reason for that is because I'm a Wolves supporter, so Wolverhampton Wanderers, for those of you who know the football team. And I put the transfers on these guys from Battle Flag, so some of them have all orange and black transfers, as you can see there, and I just think it makes the unit overall tie in with the theme basically. These are very much based on the Wolves. As you see, some of the miniatures here, they got two hand weapons. So that is how I distinguish these guys. So they got swords or axes or just plain axes. This is one of the poses I especially like, because it's like he's just ready to come on and get into battle there. And overall I think I've done a nice job on them. I won't show all of them, just these three, and then we'll move on to the next lot of Hearthguard. So these Hearthguard right here are Harald Hardrada's personal Varangian guard, and I've mainly got them in the red and white colours because that's what I thought Harald Hardrada would have from looking at some pictures and everything like that. Could be completely wrong on that one, but I decided to go for the red and white anyway. Very much a England sort of feel to them basically, isn't there? So four of these guys have shields as well, and as you can see I've put some of the shield transfers on there again from Battle Flag, and they have the Dane axes because the Varangian Guard have the two-handed weapons, and I think they look alright. They look nice when next to Harald and go with the rest of the force that is combined with him. So let's move on now to the Berserkers. So here we have my Viking Berserkers and the Priest. So we'll have a look at the Priest first. This is just a Gripping Beast metal miniature, and it's just a pagan priest, and I thought it come out quite well. Did a little bit of just dry brushing mainly on the robes, couple of greys on there, and then just went in with a black wash, and it seems to have come out really well. And then he's just got obviously some leather straps around him there. Then we have the main Berserkers, so these are obviously the plastic miniatures for the Frostgrave Barbarian range, and I love them. I just think they look so nice and vicious, basically like what berserkers I feel would be, you know, when you see them in like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. They just have that berserker slash barbarian type feel, and that's why I had to use them, basically just to be different. The only thing I don't like is that axe there. Obviously I've said that in the previous video, I just don't like that axe, but other than that I think they are great. And this right here was the first shield I have ever painted, so I managed to tick that one off my bucket list for this warband as well. But with that, we're gonna move on to the warriors. So I've got 4 main sections of the Gripping Beast plastic Viking Herdman set, and I then have 2 warrior women, so basically like type shield maiden type warriors. They are from the Frostgrave set, and I'm just going to be rushing through these because they're basically all the same, and you can see a lot of the shield designs more so than anything else. They're the main crux of this side of the force because they are basically just warriors, and they are mainly just there to form the backbone of your force and eventually die. So there's the first lot. Here are the second batch. As you can see, just a few guys with swords and axes, and all the shields painted up, obviously. Well, not painted up, shield transferred. Went for the different colours on a lot of them, so tried to go very individual, or as individual as I basically could with these guys. And you'll see that some of the shields did start to crack, but I think it looks okay. It looks like they've been battered a little bit in battle. Here we have my third section of warriors. So again, tended to go for a lot of the orange and black shields just because I wanted it to fit in with a little bit of the theme there of the wolves, as I say. That's just a personal thing. But mainly on a lot of the others I have used up different shield transfers, so you can see there that it's not all the orange. Basically it's there is 2 lots of transfer sheets from Battle Flag in use. Here is squad number 4, and this is the last of the herdmen that I have. So bit of a Norwich City shield there by the looks of it. Another red and white, obviously, to go in with the theme as well of Harold. And I especially like that blue and black. That's a really nice shield design right there. But this is the end of the shield designs, because when it comes to these shield maidens that I'm showcasing next, I ended up painting all those individually. So here's the first squad of warrior women. So I've had my thoughts on these in a separate video, and I'm not a fan of those shields. Ended up having to went a little bit too thick with the black, and you can tell the difference when you compare it to like some of the others that I've done. Obviously I think some of them have come out really well, and others are a little bit lackluster. So tried to copy the Lagertha shield, and the Lagertha shield is so much easier when you've got the little nodule of the shield design in front, basically. So it's so much better when you've got that to work with, because you can end up following the shield design so much better. But I think they look okay. I think I've said all I need to about these models in general, really. And here is the last warrior women squad. So I seem to have quite a few of these with the shields on. The poor shields, unfortunately. I just run out of these Gripping Beast ones. They were the only ones that I had spare left over, and so it ended up just running out. But they do go quite nice. I think if you wanted to add some shield maidens to your force, you can't go wrong really with these Frostgrave women ones. I know I've done my review, and in my review I said they just weren't the best in terms of head quality, but body quality and everything, and in fact fitting in with the Gripping Beast models, you couldn't distinguish them really. they just look really nice. And so with that, it's on to the Shield Maidens. And so for the Shield Maidens, as you can see, this is my second and only attempt at a transfer for the banner, and it's a little bit better, but I'm still not there with it basically. I still need to work more on them more basically, and probably when I get into my Napoleonic French we'll see how I do there. But here's my Shield Maidens. We have of course the Valkyrie. So we have the Valkyrie there. She's the one with the cape. The cape ended up coming out pretty nice. The banner woman also has a cape, and because it's the warrior women box from Frostgrave, it's obviously the same. Then I adapted some of the two-handed weapons. So you can see there, that one's from the Gripping Beast box, along with that one there. And then I have a couple from the Frostgrave women. Overall though, I think the Shield Maidens look okay, and I'm probably not going to be using them that much in A-Force, but they do have some very nice and tasty rules. Anyway, it's onto the least favourite part of the army, and that is the archers. So here we have my 24 archers. They are the straight up Gripping Beast plastic set, and if you watch my videos on them you'll know that I'm just not a fan of the limited posing in there. But am I ever going to use them? Maybe for one-off games, maybe not. And I'm not exactly a fan of the shooting elements for the Vikings in all honesty, because of it needing that dice, you know, the B for the Vikings. I think it's called a rare dice in Saga. And so I just don't think I'll be using them that much. I think I want to attack more so with the Vikings, and so I'll probably go for more of the Berserkers, mainly for my army. But it does mean that I've got the 1 point of Berserkers that I can swap out for 1 point of Archers if need be, because I'll be going for the Warriors in 9, 9 and 6 basically. But there they are anyway. I think as a big bundle like that, I think they do look okay, especially with the colours dotted around. The blue especially is really, really nice, and I like the Luke Skywalker type guy with the cream and brown trousers. I think that one's nice as well, mainly because it gives me something to remember fondly from Star Wars before it went off on one. So there we have it anyway, guys. This is Black Country Wargaming signing off. I hope you have enjoyed this full army showcase. I definitely enjoyed painting these, not so much basing them. That was a bit of a chore doing 104 miniatures, but they painted up really, really fast, and I will be using them of course at a local event. So if you are going to that local event, it probably will have happened already by the time this video goes out, but you will have seen these before this video anyway. I'll probably do a better showcase video when I talk about how I plan to use my Vikings and show my actual 6-point warband. Until that one comes along, please watch my next upcoming projects. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.